Good morning everyone. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope your day goes well. We are from group 4. In this morning, we are proudly present the material for our study under the title Early Modern English. We are hoping that you guys can follow our presentation for our discussion later. But before that, let us introduce ourselves. Start from me. I am Srikal Fadiha as moderator, and other members are Alda, Azara, Fauzia, and Bella. Well, without further ado, let's discuss the material. Okay, the first material is definition of early modern English. Early modern English, also known as Renaissance English, is an important stage in the development and evolution of the English language. This stage covers the time period from the late 15th century to the late 17th century. Early modern English influenced by various historic and cultural factors such as the introduction of the printing press and the Protestant Reformation, which can be referred to as the Industrial Revolution.
Okay, next, history. Many exciting things happened to the English language from around 1500 until 1800. This period of time saw the effects of the Renaissance in art and literature with its strong influence on language growth. Language change also result from social change brought about the Great Plague. Although devastating in its death toll, this event saw many interesting changes from the English language. An exciting phenomenon arrived during this period called the Great Vowel Shift, which changed the way we pronounce words. Its influence is still important in English today. Early modern English words. There was an immense expansion of the English vocabulary with a significant number of new words and phrases being introduced. Some sources of these words include borrowing from Latin and Greek. Many new scientific, philosophical, and artistic terms were derived from Latin and Greek, such as atmosphere, hypothesis, and perspective. Borrowing from other European languages, English borrowed numerous words from languages like French, Italian, and Spanish, including embassy, silhouette, and guitar.
Coinage and compounding. EME also saw the creation of the new words by combining existing ones or coining entirely new terms, such as lighthouse, birdwatch, and overwhelm. Characteristic English modern words have four characteristics. One is orthography, vocabulary, grammar, and the last is pronunciation. The first characteristic is orthography. The introduction of the printing press led to gradual standardization of English spelling, although regional variations and inconsistencies persisted. Second is vocabulary. The period witnesses a significant expansion of the English lexicon due to influence of Latin, Greek, and other European languages facilitated by increased literacy, knowledge, and communication exchange. Grammar. EME exhibited a more simplified grammatical structure compared to Middle English due to the gradual loss of inflections and the rise of analytic forms. The last is pronunciation. The great vowel shift greatly affected the phonology of the language, causing long vowels to shift upwards while short vowels generally remain unchanged.
Early modern English pronouns. There are several key differences between early modern English and modern English pronouns, which include usage of to, she, and she, and next gender neutral pronouns and reflexive pronouns. Usage of to, she, and she in early modern English. These forms were used as the second person singular pronouns, corresponding to the modern you. Over time, to and his relax from feel out of use, and you become the standard from both singular and plural contexts. Next, gender neutral pronouns. Early modern English lacked in gender neutral pronouns for singular tenses. This led to the use of he and his as generic pronouns, indication either gender. Eventually, the singular they emerged as a gender neutral alternative and is widely accepted and used in modern English. And the last one, reflexive pronouns. In early modern English, reflexive pronouns were often formed by editing self, such as myself, himself, herself, and itself. Early modern English grammar. Key grammatical features and change. Some of the most important grammatical features and change in modern English include the simplification of plurals, verb conjugation, word order, and preposition and conjunction. Implication of plurals. The information of plurals become more regular as the Old English and Middle English come of using unique plural forms. The different noun classes was large abundant. Instead, the majority of plurals were formed by simply adding by s or as. Next, verb conjugation. Early modern English showed the regulation of verb conjugation. For instance, the conjugation of the verb to have, transition from had, third person singular to has. Next, word order. In early modern English, moved towards the subject verb object or SVO structure, which is predominant in modern English. Next, preposition and conjunction. New preposition and conjunction entered the language during the early modern English period. Many of them borrowed the Latin and other European language. This led to a greater variance in ways to express relationship between words and ideas. Early modern English vocabulary. First, archaic word and first, 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 archaic word and expressions. Early modern English is characterized by the use of archaic words and expressions that are no longer in common use or have enough in meaning. For example, words like wherefore and per case were common in early modern English, but they are rare. But they are rare use in modern English. And the last one is spelling variation. During the uh, and the last one is spelling variation. During the early modern English period, many words were spelled differently than they are today. For instance, music instead of music and show instead of show.
Early modern figures. So there is Leonardo da Vinci, Galileo, Nicolaus Copernicus, and William Shakespeare, as we know it today as the greatest playwrights and poets in the history of the English language. He is credited with coining or popularizing numerous words and phrases that are still in use today. Next is Thomas Hobbes, Giotto, Dante, Niccolo Machiavelli, and Titian, William Byrd, William Tyndale, and John Milton. And next, I will explain about famous early modern English examples. There's William Shakespeare's plays and sonnets. And next is the King James Bible, Christopher Marlowe's plays, and the last is the works of Edmund Spenser. The conclusion. Early modern English, also known as Renaissance English, is an important stage in the development and evolution of the English language. This period makes significant contributions in shaping modern English as we know it today. One of the most important factors in the development of early modern English was the printing press, which enabled the mass production of books and the standardizations of spelling and grammar. This means the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, English spelling and grammar. Thank you very much for your great attention, guys. Thank you for your listening. May all those we have shared be beneficial for all of us. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.